Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, The Wealthy Mindset. It's yours truly, Money Making Mitch. And as usual, guys, this is not financial advice. Please do your own due diligence and research. So, I'm not sure how many of you guys recalled, I did a video and I said even if the second quarter earnings were lackluster, it's different this time around when it comes to the stock price. Because normally when we do an earnings report, the shorts would be able to drag us down. And they thought the illiterate ones, the retail illiterate shorts, still think in their mind that they are the ones who are dragging it down, not the big guys on Wall Street. But I said this time around, it's different because the whales have bought in, the propaganda machine has bought in, because they understand that Nio is getting close to profitability due to the new models released, due to research and development has caused us to get to a point where now we're selling in-house technology that will greatly increase our margins. And so said, so done. So some of you may be saying to yourself, well, Money Making Mitch, you've been saying to keep buying the dips. How is it you don't have a college degree in business, but you were able to see this? Well, you see, the death of common sense. A lot of people have lost that. Common sense is dead. And also, there's no crystal ball. I don't have a crystal ball. The great Warren Buffett said, just use common sense and critical thinking skills. So exactly what I said is happening. Now we're getting upgrades from Mizuho, upgrades Nio shares after second quarter earnings and raises the price target. But also, I saw on Charles Schwab on YouTube, and I saw some of my lions that come on this channel, some of the Neo Lions putting comments, and I was loving it. On Charles Schwab on YouTube, they had a little clip of they were asking questions about to the two guests, why isn't EV moving forward here in America like the way it is in China? And they were basically talking about Nio, but they were trying to make it sound like, well, in America it's not moving forward. And one of the guests were like, the female guest was saying, well, it's due to range anxiety, which Nio has corrected with battery swapping. It was, they say, due to high price, which Nio has corrected, etc., etc. And I saw, like I said, some of my subscribers rightfully commenting and putting, correcting them, and but say they're pretending not to know. The male guest, I believe he's from China, Sino. He's always on X, and he gave some really good answers, but he wasn't correcting the female guests a lot of time and saying, well, hey, Nio has battery swap stations that has corrected range anxiety. Nio has corrected the pricing, but he did say that by them coming here, it will cause the legacy automakers here to step up their game, just like they had to do with Toyota. But anyway, Macquarie and US Tiger Securities also lift Nio's price target. Exactly what I said is happening, because they see where Nio is going. This is why before the market opened yesterday, they dragged the price down. Wall Street manipulated the numbers for the whales to jump in heavily. Even after market closed, someone bought 180,000 shares at one point. I want to thank Money Making Melvin for sending me that screenshot. The whales keep buying in heavily. Online broker Tiger Securities and Australian investment bank Macquarie both raised their price targets on Nio on Wednesday, following the EV maker's second quarter earnings results under founder and CEO William Lee. So they just did that today. Tiger Securities, analyst Bo Pei raised the price target on the US listed Nio shares by 60% while maintaining a buy rating. In a new research note, Pay wrote that the EV maker's second half 2025 outlook is clearly improving, with volume acceleration and margin expansion on the back of Onvo L90 and ES8. And I've also said this, and I want to thank Money Making Jeff, aka Neo San Francisco. And I've said this before, he said when Wall Street is ready to release us, that's when we will fly, and Wall Street is ready to release us. The L90 was pre-launched in early July, sending Nio shares higher after a lower than expected pre-sale price, which was then further lowered on the official launch event on July 31st. The brand delivered 10,000 units in the first 29 days, becoming one of the fastest model under the Nio Group to achieve the threshold. The analyst added that near-term profitability remains a work in progress, as the management reaffirms the target of achieving profitability in the last quarter of this year. Tiger's analysts raised the price target to $8, listen to this guys, from $5. Eyeing the upcoming launches of the L80 5-seat SUV under the Onvo brand and the ES9 and the ES7 SUVs under the Nio brand. The real upside, however, lies beyond 2025 if the upcoming 2026 models, including Onvo L80 ES9, which is the equivalent to the ET9 but in an SUV, so it's going to be dynamite, and L60 management reiterated on Tuesday's earning call. So Onvo will not begin deliveries of the L80 until next year, as the company prioritizes scaling production of the L90 and L60. Management reiterated, looking ahead to 2026, Nio intends to roll out 2 additional SUVs, the flagship ES9, a refreshed version of its 5-seat ES7. Execution on these launches will be critical in determining whether Nio can transition from a turnaround story into a growth compounder, Pay wrote. The analyst wrote, "We are maintaining our buy rating and increasing price target to $8 after Nio reported second quarter results with solid second half outlook," the analyst added. Separately, Macquarie analyst Eugene Sao also raised the price target on the Hong Kong Nio shares to $53 from $44 while maintaining outperform rating. So he raised it again. Earlier this Wednesday, Mizuho analyst Vijay Rakesh also lifted the firm's rating and price target on Nio after a modestly softer second quarter revenue and EPS, but a strong outlook for the final months of the year. But how did we know this? How did we see this? How did we know that Nio was going to be a winner, even when these same analysts and even the Pupavosian who's pooping in his pants all the time, even when the fake Viking, the albino, who's scared to go out in the sunlight, is still telling people, I don't see them becoming profitable. Shut your mouth, boy, pull your pants up and be a man. You see, I truly believe this clown, when he sold his shares and took a loss of Nio, started shorting it. He's ready to take a loss again. Because they don't look at the business model, they don't look at the CEO, they don't look at the product, and they don't look at the delivery system, which is all you have to do in order to become wealthy in the stock market. That's all you have to do. Once you look at all of these things and you see they're all winners, don't worry about what the analysts and the grey noise are saying in the background. Don't worry about when people come out and saying they should do share buybacks or Nio made the list themselves. Forget all of that. Just stay on the prize. And once you see you have this winning business model, give it time and keep buying the dips like we did, and you're getting ready to make millions. I hope you guys found this video yet again to be informational, inspirational, and motivational. If so, guys, don't forget to hit that thumbs up right there and hype it. It takes a lot of time to do these videos and the editing. And if you haven't yet subscribed, you might want to think about doing so, because in this channel, we are waking up the middle class for the first time to get a major piece of the pie from the ground level up as to how the games are played on Wall Street. And like 50 said, we get rich or we die trying, guys.